In this video, I'm going to be showing you a complete tutorial on how to build a voice AI receptionist for a HVAC company. It's really crucial and valuable for these businesses, as a lot of these HVAC companies and home service companies are getting tons of inbound calls and they often can't handle the volume that they get in these busy seasons. So what we can do here is we can create an inbound voice AI agent that is able to handle all of those calls that the business is getting 24/7, so booking appointments even after hours, and then go ahead and check availability on a calendar, book appointments, and then even go ahead and send confirmation SMS and reminders. And of course, if you do want the completely free voice AI agent template that I'm using in this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead down below in the link description, go ahead and download it, implement it into your workflows so you can show clients or demos or anything. But yeah, of course, if you are a business owner and you are looking to implement a voice AI solution just like this, feel free to go ahead and book a call in the link description below. Yeah, but without further ado, yeah, let's get into the video. Hey, how you going, Jeremy? I was just looking to get a service estimate, please, for a new installation. Do you have any availability maybe tomorrow at around 10 a.m.?
Thanks for asking. I'm doing well and happy to help. For a new installation, we can definitely provide a service estimate. Our technician will assess your needs during the visit. We do have availability tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Would you like to lock in that time?
Yes, please.
Great. I'll just need a few details from your booking. Could I please get your full name, phone number, email address, and the address where you'd like the installation?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So my name is Ashton Voth. My phone number is 123-456-789. My email address is ashton123@gmail.com. And then the address for the service estimate would be 123 Main Drive.
Thanks, Ashton. You're all set for a new installation estimate tomorrow, Monday, August 18th at 8 a.m. at 123 Main Drive. Our technician will give you a call before arrival. If you have any questions before then, just let us know. Looking forward to helping you out.
Awesome. All right, so we can see right there, it successfully booked it inside the Google Calendar. So you can see right there, it's got the address, the number, service type, the email, and then also the time right there. So yeah, let's hop into Retell AI and N8N, and I'll show you exactly how to build this system. Okay, so this is Retell AI. This is going to be the platform we're going to be using to create this voice AI agent. And then we're also going to be using a platform called N8N that is able to process all the automations to check availability, book appointments, get appointments, cancel appointments, and even reschedule appointments as well. So yeah, let's hop into Retell AI. And then first of all, what you want to do, you want to go over to create an agent, voice agent, and then you want to select a single prompt agent and then start from a blank template. So this allows us to customize the AI agent completely. But because I've already built this AI agent beforehand and I'm just showing you a demo of it, I've already built it. So if I just go into my agent right here, again, once you load into Retell, you'll be prompted with a blank prompt. And of course, if you do download this template, if you do download the prompt in the link in the description below, you'll get this entire prompt that you can just go ahead and copy and paste, and everything will work straight from there. So I'll quickly run you through this prompt right here. So of course we've got the role. So again, we're letting the AI agent know the role and the purpose within the business, and then we're also letting it know its persona. So you are knowledgeable, reassuring, and approachable. Your primary function is to provide a smooth, trustworthy booking experience that reflects the company's reliable service. So this is how we can prompt the AI agent and its role within inside the business. And then from there, we have the current time. So this is really important. I would probably have this in every single prompt when we're dealing with the checking availability and booking appointments inside a calendar system, because we are collecting time. And the main reason we need to have this in is because it makes sure the AI agent is sending times within the future and it knows the current time and the time zone that it's dealing with. So we do this by doing a dynamic variable right here. Inside Retell. So of course, if it was your time zone, you would go ahead and change it to America, Los Angeles, or Thailand, Bangkok, or whatever, right? You go ahead and change it to your time zone right there. So this just gives the AI the ability to know the current time zone, and it also helps with sending times to check availability, and also book appointments as well. And then from there, we have the task right here. So again, this is letting the AI agent know how to handle the task inside the conversation. So number one is greeting and service inquiry. Greet the caller warmly, stating its name and stating your name and the company's name, and then ask what service they'd like. So for example, hello, this is John speaking. Would you like an AC repair, heating service? How can we help you today? So that's the first step. And then number 2 is the check availability. So once you know the desired service, ask the client for their preferred date and time, and then use the appointment tool to check the requested time. So usually I would go ahead and have 2 tools, but now I've only got one primarily tool and one big agent that can handle all of these check availabilities, book appointments, rescheduling. So we now have one main and one main agent that is able to handle all of these bookings. And I'll show you actually how that is structured inside N8N as well. So if you go back over to here, again, we're only using one tool, as you can see in the functions right here. So use the appointment tool to check the requested time. And then if the requested time is available, then proceed to the next step, which is book the appointment. But if it's unavailable, politely inform them and suggest the next available closest slot. So again, it's going to go back onto that automation and check if there's a next available slot within inside the calendar system. If the client asks for a general availability, use the check availability tool to provide some options. So of course, this is just some prompt engineering to ensure that the AI agent knows what to do when someone asks, what availability do you have in the next few days, and the AI agent is able to do this. And then from there, we have the book appointment tool. So once the suitable time is agreed upon, collect the client's full name, phone number, and email address. And then from there, we need to confirm all the details. So it's going to collect the full name, phone number, email address, the service type, and then the service address. So it's going to be confirming all of these details along with the date and time confirmed from this step up here. And then from there, it's going to use the book appointment tool again to book the appointment. This should actually say appointment up top. Yeah, it's going to be using that appointment tool to go ahead and book the appointment using using one function, right? And then from there, after a successful booking, provide a final confirmation message. So that's just a little task that you can structure the AI agent to do, the greeting, service inquiry, check availability, and then also booking the appointment as well. And then from here, we have the context. So, we're just giving a little bit of context to the AI agent about the business, what their mission statement is, what their goals are, how the company runs. So this just gives the AI agent a little bit of context on why the caller is calling, and then some of the context around the business to more personalize the conversation. And then from here, we have the example conversation / scenario. So this is really useful when we are prompting these AI agents because it allows the AI agents to stay on track and know how a scenario could run or know how a scenario could happen using it inside the prompt. And then also it lets the AI agent know when to call these tools within inside the example conversation as well. So this is the main reason why you have an example conversation. Again, it enhances our quality of our AI agents and enhances the accuracy of our AI agents as well. So I would highly recommend putting this in the prompt. And as you can see, this is just a AI generated example conversation that you can see that the AI agent might come over. And then from there, I've got some important notes. I've just put this in here because, sometimes I have some issues with the AI agent not sending the correct time, or it's sending times in the past. So this is important that you have it inside the notes saying you must ensure all times are sent in the future using the current time in the time zone right now. Again, using that dynamic variable. So now the AI agent is going to send every single time in the future, which is really important for checking availability and booking appointments. And then from there, use everyday conversational language. Keep responses short, natural, 2 to 3 sentences max. So again, this section right here is just, I put in every AI agent to make it more conversational and higher quality. So you can see add natural fillers like when it fits. So again, making the AI agent more human and more conversational. So that's going to be the entire prompt. Of course, if you do download this prompt, using the free template below, you'll be able to get everything completely for free, and you can just implement it right into your Retell account. So I'm just going to go ahead and click save right here. Save this prompt, really important. And then from there, the welcome message is going to be the AI speaks first. I've got this set to a custom message as this is an inbound voice AI agent. So you can see right here, I've got that custom message. So each time someone calls this phone or calls this AI agent, it's going to say, thanks for calling, Precision Climate Solutions. This is Jeremy. How can I help you today? So it's going to say that thing. It's going to say that line every single time. So that's kind of it for the prompt. And then, of course, up here, I'm just going to be using GPT-4.1. You can even go ahead and use the new GPT-5, or you can use customize any of the voices in LevLabs, but I've just got it set to a few default settings up here for the purpose of this demo. But of course, you would go ahead and customize it towards the business's liking. And then from there, we have the language of the AI. Again, just set to English. So yeah, that kind of covers this entire section. And now let's move on to the functions. As I said before, we are only using one function to primarily do all the check availability, the book appointment, and then also the rescheduling as well, which I really won't get into. But yeah, you can download it and it can actually go ahead and update, cancel, and get appointments. But I'm just going to be showing you the book appointment and check availability appointment. But yeah, as you can see, this is our function right here. So we've got the name, which is the appointment. So making sure that name is the same in our prompt. We've got the description. So we can see this is letting the LLM or the AI know the purpose of this tool. So use this function to check availability, book appointments, reschedule appointments, and cancel appointments as well. So of course, if you did wanted to add that into your prompt, you would just need to add a certain step or add a certain section for rescheduling and canceling. So now the AI agent can actually go ahead and reschedule and cancel, but I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm just showing you, how to build a voice AI agent on retail for a HVAC company. So, but of course, if you did want to add that in, you can add that in the prompt by simply just doing like, when a user wants to cancel, use the appointment tool, right? And then you can just go ahead and prompt your AI agent. Pretty simple, but yeah, I'm not going to do that in this video. Again, head back into here. You can see the endpoint. So again, this is going to be the webhook of our N8N automation right here. We can see we're using a test webhook, not a production URL. Again, making sure we copy and paste that webhook in here, sending that. So now this, each time this custom function is run, it's going to send that information via JSON down here towards that webhook. So then we can trigger that automation. So yeah, making sure you have that webhook inside the API endpoint, which is via a post. And then from there, all we have is the parameters. So, this is a little bit of a long string right here, but I'll briefly explain it. So essentially how it works is once the AI has extracted that information from the transcript, it's then going to send this information via webhook, via JSON to make right here. So we can see, this is some of the demos that I've been running. You can see that I actually went ahead and sent in everything with the tool names, the core names, everything. So yeah, that's how it's working. And as you can see, if you do download this AI template, I'll leave everything in the link in the description, so you can just paste this in and it'll work, automatically. But you can see right here, we have the different type, we have a string, and then the description of that string is the type of service. That's, again, the same for the address. So as you can see right here, if we go down to the prompt, we can see actually, we have these different arguments and functions inside the tool right here. So that's how it works. Inside the string, and then you can see we've got the reschedule time. So if the customer were to book a rescheduled time, it would go ahead and fill in this, but as you can see, it actually doesn't have that in here because it hasn't identified it as a rescheduling. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. And then we've got the phone number, we've got the full name, and then we've also got the booking time. So this is for booking, canceling, or the original time for rescheduling. And of course, we need to make sure this is in ISO 8610 format. So this is really important, so we can put that time in a time which the automation can process to check availability, and I'll show you how that works kind of inside the automation. And then from there, we have some of the enums. So essentially, this means the enum. So this is the action to perform booking, canceling, or rescheduling. And then from here, we have the email, the availability time. So this is a time range to check for availability. So again, using the check availability string in here to check for availability. If we go back out here, into check availability, you can see it's true, it used that start time right there. So that's how we're doing that inside the form. And then down here is the required. So this just essentially means this is all the things that is required to go ahead and send over this JSON form via webhook. So yeah, this is how this string is, all these parameters is structured inside this custom function. So of course, if you do download everything, I'll leave it in the description. You can just go ahead and paste it, and it should all work. So yeah, now we can go over to N8N, and I'll show you how we have this AI agent that is able to handle all of these things. So awesome. So we are in N8N, and this is going to be the workflow that we're going to be using to book appointments, check availability, update, reschedule, and do all of these different things. So as we can see right here, this workflow is triggered whenever that webhook or that information has been received or triggered via that custom function on Retell. So we can see right here, if we go into the test, we can actually see this is some of the information that I sent in the demo. So yeah, this workflow is getting triggered. So all that information that's getting sent by JSON with the time, the email, the phone number is getting put into this workflow to then process the book appointment and check availability. And then from there, we are going to this AI agent right here. And yeah, this is the prompt. So this is quite a lengthy prompt. I won't go too much in detail, but I'll briefly explain what this prompt is. So, the whole purpose of this prompt is to able to give the AI agent as much information as possible to then go ahead and be able to call all these different tools within inside a Google Calendar. For this example, obviously, if you are working with inside a HVAC business, you would connect to their calendar system via API or via a module if it is built into N8N or make.com. But for this demo, I'm just using a Google Calendar. But we can see, so this allows us to, call all these tools and process all these tools using this prompt right here. So I'll briefly explain it. So again, we've got the role. You're an AI scheduling assistant with access to a Google Calendar. Your job is to book, reschedule, or cancel appointments according to the instructions provided. So again, we're giving this AI agent a whole set of instructions and prompts to handle all of these tools and handle all of these bookings, updating, checking availability, booking appointments, all these different things, right? So we can hear tools available. These are the available tools. So book appointment, get appointment, update appointment, cancel appointment, and then check availability. And then from there, variables provided. So action, booking, rescheduling, check availability, or cancel. Booking time, the time of the booking. So again, we're just letting the AI know the variables that it's getting inputted in. So for example, as you saw with inside that JSON, we're just letting the AI know the purpose of these variables. And then from here, we have a little bit of context. So the leads request, we can see the action is to book. So again, now the AI agent is going to know for this specific call, it needs to book an appointment. And then from there, we have the booking time. So the confirmed booking time from that JSON. So of course, that's going to be the booking time right there in ISO 861 format. Lead details. So again, we've got the name, email, phone number, type of service, and service address. So this is going to be useful when we're creating a booking inside a Google Calendar because we will need their name, their email, and then also the details to fill into the description. And then from here, we have some instructions. So if the action is check availability, use the check availability for the provided time, and then report clearly whether the time slot or range is available. So again, this is just giving instructions to how to handle that specific action inside N8N and inside a check availability function. And then from here, number 2 is booking. So again, we're just explaining how to handle that booking situation. And then number 3 is canceling. Again, doing the same thing for canceling. So you can see how lengthy this prompt is. We give the AI agent as much context and information as possible so it's able to handle all of these different things within inside N8N. Again, same thing for rescheduling. Use the get appointment to find the appointment time. And then if found, use the check availability for the desired rescheduled time. And then if it is available, use the update appointment. So you can see how we're able to prompt this agent to use all those different tools and nodes within inside N8N. And then from here, we have the output instructions. So for new bookings, this will be your output. For cancellations, this will be how your output is. So again, giving the AI agent information on how to structure its output. And then from there, we have some example inputs and expected flows. So again, this is just giving the AI agent some examples and then some tone and then some notes right here. So yeah, this is how you can prompt this AI agent to be able to handle all these different bookings. So yeah. And then from there, all these different nodes is we can see, check availability. We're letting the AI define this because we've prompted that AI agent so well that we can, we don't even need to put the JSON. We don't even need to put the start time or end time because the AI is smart enough. It's not dumb. It's smart enough to know the start time and end time. So this is what it's done in check availability. Book appointment, you can see it's a little bit different. I've just added in the description with some of the information we've got from the webbook. So if you can see the description, this is what it's going to look like inside the Google Calendar. So you can see full name, time, email, address, phone number, and service type. And then if we go back into the summary, again, summary, this is just the title of the Google appointment inside the calendar. So we can see new service estimate for, Ashton Voss at this time at 123 Main Drive. So that's all I've added inside the additional fields. And then of course the start and end time is defined by the model. And then from there, it's the same thing for get appointment. Again, after and before, defined by the model. Same thing for canceling the appointment. And then the exact same thing for updating the appointment as well. Yeah, and of course, if you do want to connect to Google Calendar, just go down to create credential, sign in with Google right there, and then you'll be able to connect your Google Calendar. So yeah, and of course, if you do download the template and prompt, you'll get everything all ready to go inside your N8N account. And of course, we're using OpenAI's model. Just GPT-4.1 is fine for now. And of course, I've already got my OpenAI account connected. You just need an API key. So head over to their platform, grab the API key, paste it back in here, and your OpenAI account will be connected. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. And then of course it's going to be responding with a webhook with the first incoming item. So yeah, this is how this workflow is able to manage, all those different appointments, update, canceling, getting appointments, booking appointments, and then also checking availability as well. So yeah, hopefully you find this video valuable. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you download the template so you can get all of this completely for free. And if you are a business owner and you are looking to implement a system like this, for your HVAC business, or you're another business owner and you've got any questions about AI, feel free to book an appointment down below in the link in the description. But yeah, that'll be it.